So I decided, because I have this 2014 Silverado here, that I would take it as an opportunity to, I don't know why it says I've got 13 days, I bought a year. Maybe I have to. Diagnostic package updates available. Well, let's just click on diagnostics and see what happens. And new device, that's what we want. Connect. I'm wirelessly connected. You can see the Wi-Fi signal here. Got the dongle plugged into the Verus docking station, so it should connect. There we go. And should read the VIN. Enter. Read VIN. Oh, the VIN is there. Okay, cool. Enter. Yes, I love this message. Go road test and look at the scan tool. '14 Silverado, 3GC, VIN number, GM Global, version 2020.10. MDI serial number, 15.5 volts at the diagnostic connector. So let's go to vehicle diagnostics and DTC information. I don't need the ID information. So this is doing a network scan, just like the Verus Edge would, or any other higher end scan tool will do a network scan. See how long it takes. Be nice if it would display the actual progress, but I don't see that. It's thinking. Well, that was pretty quick. No, it's still doing it. I guess it was loading the list of controllers. So here it shows the status on the left-hand column. Anything in red either doesn't exist or there's no communication. Parking brake control. Shows DTC stored in the radio and the HVAC. Seat memory control module. Let's have a look at what these DTCs are. Oh, this is kind of cool over here on the right side. It shows you which pin at the DLC it's using to communicate. 6 and 14 would be CAN bus, and pin 1 would be GM serial data. That's nice. Well, we don't want to clear DTC, so let's look at details. Maybe details will give me a list. Oh yeah, there we go. Invalid data received from the body control module, left front tire. Well, this thing has 4 tire pressure sensors either missing or the batteries are dead, and that's why we're getting this U code for invalid data from the body control module and the electronic brake control. Trailer brake power control module. Low voltage. This thing has the battery go dead. Powertrain control module, indicated traction control. Rear defogger circuit. Geez, I just pulled that relay a few minutes ago with a previous video here. Control module, power circuit, radio controls. So let's do a network code clear. I assume that would clear the codes. Now let's click on create report first. That's a nice report. This is only the second time I'm actually using this to scan something, this GDS2. Alright, now I don't know how to get back out of here. Well, this is a diagnostic report. Got a whole bunch of... I guess click down here. Yeah, that got me back. DTC display. Add bookmark. Refresh. I thought I tried to clear the DTCs, but it didn't appear. Maybe I didn't have it highlighted. Yeah, I didn't have it highlighted. Add all. I guess you can clear codes from all modules or just a single module. That's interesting. The ignition must be on or in service mode, and the engine propulsion system must be off. Oh, that's new. So I have the key on, engine off. Click OK. So basically it just goes in and looks at the modules that had codes in them and clears them. I guess we can click refresh and it'll scan it again by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like it. So that brake controller code will come back because of the tire pressure monitor system malfunction. But the other codes are all cleared. Well, I'm going to play around in here and see what else I can do with this software. So I'm in the ECM. I'm going to look at the data list here and see how many data lists, or what it has for a data list, how it's displayed. Oh yeah, basically the same groupings of data. So let's look at that engine data list we were looking at in the last video, the one with the ignition voltage and the ignition feedback. Ignition time, ignition 1 signal 15.1, ignition control relay feedback 15.3. So these were the data parameters that I was looking at. I wonder how you move. Oh, just highlight a data parameter and move it to the top. Well, I didn't move it to the top, I just moved it up. Move up. Can't move it to the top? Probably can. Well, at least you can customize them any way you want. Let's move that one up. That's cool. And probably can graph these too. There's no... Tried right-clicking the data parameter. Well, here we go. Line graph. Lock parameters to view line graph. Okay. And go back to diagnostic data list and highlight this one and lock it. And ignition 1 signal. And this one and lock it. Now we can line graph it. That's kind of nice. Graphical data display, whatever that does. Well, that's 2 screens rather than line graph. Nice. The refresh rate seems pretty decent, just judging by the data list here. Go back to the data list. Let's see what the alcohol content in the fuel is. 2%, good, because there's no alcohol in the fuel. I know that for a fact. Well, I'll play around in here and see if I find anything else that's interesting. I did notice one thing. I went into the oxygen sensor data list here, and even though I'm in a different data list, I noticed the ignition 1 voltage still present on the list here. Let me try this by backing out and picking a different data list, maybe misfire data. Because remember I had, yeah, the ignition 1 voltage PID is still there. Let's see if I can lock a different PID. Lock this misfire on cylinder 4 and then back out of here and pick a different data list. Such as oxygen sensor data. That will not have any misfires in it. No, the only thing that shows up is ignition 1. So I thought for a minute there you were going to be able to customize it from multiple data lists, but it doesn't look like it. I wonder if this ignition 1 voltage data pit is in this list anyways. Don't see it. Ignition timing, vehicle runtime. I don't see ignition 1 signal. I don't see it in the list. So I wonder where it's getting this from. Oh, it is in there. It is in there. It is in there. But because I had highlighted it and locked it, it pulls it up on the top menu here. Okay, I see how that works. But a data parameter that is not in the list will not show up if I load another list. Let's load this heater command and then back out of here and go into a second data list which wouldn't have the heater in it. I guess the misfire data wouldn't have the O2 sensor heater in it, but it obviously has ignition 1 voltage in it. The misfire counter came back. Well, that's kind of cool. It seems to remember the way you configured your list if you choose to highlight these. Nice. So I'm in this data list here for fuel system, and I noted that it displays fuel supply pressure. This is still port fuel injected, not like the newer ones which are direct injected. But it does monitor fuel pressure. It looks like that would be gauge pressure, not absolute pressure, but I'm not sure. I noticed down here in the bottom corner there's these two magnifying glasses. Clicked on this one and it blows up the actual font size for us hard of seeing. Hello Snap-on, can you hear us? We can't see the data parameters because the text is too small sometimes. You should be able to do this. That is nice. Oh well. Got to buy all the scan tools to get all the features, I guess. So I decided to update. I see there's an update to diagnostic package for GM Global. So we'll let it go through this update and see if that changes anything. I doubt it will. I think it just enhances the capabilities for newer vehicles as they come online. I'm sure that they're starting to work on 2021 vehicles at the dealership level. So I finished downloading the update, and it looks like it gives me the option to browse the different applications or different models. So I've clicked on GM Global and clicked on install. I wonder if you got to do each one of these individually. I don't think so. We'll see what happens. So I wanted to see if doing that update installed all of the diagnostic packages, because it appears you can install one. So I've highlighted this 2014 Silverado and click install here, and it says it's already currently installed. It's very quick to do the update, unlike Ford IDS, which takes like a freaking hour almost to download an update. This is pretty quick. Well, I didn't find anything else that was earth-shattering here. It seems to run perfectly fine on this Verus Edge. Going to close the application. I was looking at release notes here, and it said that these following languages had been eliminated as of January 2019, which is quite a while ago. So, that's it for now. Enough playing around. Let's get back to work. So one of my subscribers had asked me what other VCIs could be used to communicate with this software, and if I click on change device, it has a list of the devices that are supported by GDS2. So the Ford VCM2, which I currently have one of, should work. The early version MDI, the MDI2, which I have, this Bosch VCMM, the Pass-Through Pro from Snap-on, which I have as well, and GNA600, which I believe is Honda, believe it or not. I could be wrong on that. Maybe somebody could specify whether that's generic. I believe the Cardac M works as well, but it's not listed here for some reason. But these are the devices that are listed, and of course not supported by GM. Only these ones are going to be supported by GM, these Bosch ones. And of course, if you have problems with communication and you're using a Ford VCM2, you'd have to contact the Ford Bosch manufacturer. So, hope that helps.